Hello, this is Meshell Baker, and it is day 14 of April, and I'm here adding some lightness and bringing some levity to your lifestyle as we go through this weird and interesting time in history where challenges are challenging us, right? Difficulties are making it hard, right? And I don't mean to laugh. I add that laughter because it helps to move my emotions past the reality of what's happening. How do I see through the darkness? How do I see past the fog around the mountain? How do I actually believe that when I keep going and I keep the momentum of faith and belief that something great will be created in my life as I go through this? How do I do that? And that is what is challenging most people, is that when you can't pay your electric bill and your mortgage and your car note and groceries and all the things that are happening to people, and the job and the promotion, and not being able to leave the house and just go live your life and get away from things, right? As much as you can love your family, being stuck in a close proximity when you're used to having an active life can start to wear and tear on people's nerves and cause a lot of tension and trouble. So how, in the midst of all of these things, am I going to stay positive? And this is why I do this, is to bring something to you different day. And understand this, even if there has been something that I may have mentioned last week or the week before, the repetitiveness of hearing the same thing over and over again is how we get to mastery, right? This is one thing that I clearly state to people: if you knew, you do. This includes myself. If you knew, you do. When we have not heard something at enough levels so it penetrates the depths of who we are and really starts to move our insides and our emotions and our purpose, that inspiration and that motivation internally, we can know it and still not be implementing or applying it in our lifestyle. So it's that repetition, right? When you have subject matter, this is how people become subject matter experts and thought leaders, is they have gone through reading and courses and learning and coaching. They've done all these very things, going to school, getting degrees, I can almost talk today, so that they can master their craft and really be someone that can speak intelligently to a certain subject. So how do I, in my own personal life, begin to master my feelings so my emotions do not sway me, dissuade me, deter me, deny me, delay me, right? From those dreams and desires that I have for myself, that I had at the beginning of 2020, the year of vision, right? This is one of the best years in history. And it's becoming one of the most challenging years in history. So Meshell, how do I stay clear about what I want, who I want to become, what I want to have at the end of this, so that I have the confidence to keep making choices instead of making them in fear and trying to make things happen right now? I am actually making those confident decisions in my future, so that on the other side of this, something incredible will come from this. And I'm being courageous and saying yes to things that maybe are outside of my comfort zone. And I know that's where the magic happens, so that I can start to foster that creativity. Creativity knows no bounds. There's no end to creativity, right? So how do I get to that space where I'm using my 100 billion brain cells, my genius, so that I am creating a life that's amazing? Amazing lives don't come from the doing the same thing over and over. It comes from that willingness to have that repetition of belief in your abilities and moving in a direction towards and outside of things that make you comfortable. So how do I get there? Well, I must make decisions out of positivity. I must make decisions out of belief. I must make decisions that are favorable. And that doesn't mean that they're going to always be perfect. What that does mean is that as long as I'm making the decision in favor and my best possible outcome, I can see the lesson. Not everything is a blessing. Sometimes there's a lesson. Sometimes we need to learn, right? Remember, mastery in anything, including yourself and your emotions, 10,000 hours of repetition. So it's going to take time. And there is no better time in the history of your life than now, when you are given the gift of time, especially if you're home and you're bored. No reason to be bored. Learn something that's going to put you better off at the end of this time. And you still have 2 weeks left, right? You still have 16 days. It's the 14th. So having said that, laughter is part of what I do to help bring that lightness and that levity, to get back to that positive feeling, to make a good decision, to respond to someone accordingly, to answer someone in a loving, affirming way, even when you're feeling overwhelmed, fearful, doubtful. So how do I do that? Laughter is one of the express routes to get you back to a space of belief. Gratitude is the other one. And for the intents and purposes of April, I'm telling jokes because it's pushing me out of my comfort zone, putting me in a space that makes me massively uncomfortable, because this is what I do. I am leading by example. I have my clients and the people I speak to and the people I teach to do things that make them uncomfortable. And I talk about the consistency of doing a little bit every day so that you can see the benefits and the outcomes. So this is what I'm doing. I am stepping out and consistently for the month of April, telling a joke and giving you information on laughter, because it actually is an awesome, good feeling thing. So today, humor used to resolve disagreements and tensions in your relationship. So actually adding humor can actually have better relationship with people. It can strengthen your relationships. It allows you to be more spontaneous. When you're laughing, you're more likely to do something without trying to think about the outcome. And when you are thinking about the outcome, you're thinking about how to add to that laughter, how to do something that would even further the fun. So it helps you to be more spontaneous. It helps you let go of the defensiveness. You're less likely to hold on to resentment, judgment, criticism, and doubts when you're feeling and you're in laughter. It lightens you. It actually strengthens you to make a better decision in favor, again, of the outcome of creating more fun or something good for all involved. Releases your inhibitions, the fear of holding back. You push it aside and you move forward. When you're feeling good and you're laughing, right, you're more likely to laugh at yourself and let go of the inhibition and move forward and express your true feelings. You're more likely to speak your truth when you're laughing because you feel comfortable, and it will help you trust that that person that you're with, more than likely, will just keep moving in the laughter. So again, it helps you to resolve disagreements and tension in relationship. Some laughter. Watch something funny. Even tell a joke if you've never told a joke before. Look, I've never intentionally told a joke. I might have had a couple in a speech here and there, but the consistency of telling you a joke every day for 30 days, first time ever. And I don't know if I'm doing good. You can let me know in the notes. That would be awesome to know if I'm doing this good. So having said that, the joke for the day is, why was 6 scared of 7? Why was 6 scared of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Get it? 7, 8, 9. That's pretty good. You got to admit, that's a good one. If you're not laughing from the joke, I'm certain you're laughing from my laughter, because I've been told on multiple occasions it's kind of contagious. So the goal is to lighten your day, add some levity so that you can see clear, so you're making more confident, courageous decisions that put you in a space of creativity, push you out your comfort zone so you can have all the abundance that's due you. And my name is Meshell Baker. I'm an award-winning international keynote speaker. I am a sales confidence coach. I'm the current director of global sales development for the National Association of Sales Professionals. And it's my absolute pleasure to speak to you about yourself, your team, or your organization. If you're looking to add more lightness and levity, that you want to encourage and help your team, if you want more retention, if you want a shorter onboarding process, if you're really looking to encourage people to feel good about selling so that their end results are exponentially better, let's have a conversation. And I can be reached at +1 512 937 3263. +1 512 937 3263. If you want a different result, do something different. I promise you. Anything you do with me will be different, and it'll also be incredible. Have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow.